My name is Phil, and I'm a loser to put it nicely. Comment same if that's how you feel too. Well, I'm not even kidding. I've never been lucky at anything. I haven't won the lottery. I've never won toys at fairs. Well, okay, whenever I come into a restaurant, either I get my coffee spilled on me or I do. I remember once I decided to meet a girl, invited her to a restaurant to hopefully make a good impression, and wore my best outfit. And I put on my best white jacket with a black shirt, and as soon as we got in, I realized I was blending in with the waiters. Yeah, it was their uniform. Pretending nothing was going on, Carrie, my date, sat down on the table, and just as I sat down opposite to her, some guy came up to me, apologized to Carrie, grabbed my hand, and led me into the kitchen. He reprimanded me for eating with the customers, and I defiantly sat down and pulled out the menu. Anyway, it took me a long time to prove that I didn't actually work there. I turned around to go to my seat, but ran into the waiter. He dropped the seafood right on top of me and said, "Sorry, bro, I'll share the tip," and ran off. I went into the toilet to take care of my once white jacket, hung it on the door, and went to the stall. While I was doing that, my wallet and money got stolen from my jacket. In the meantime, Carrie had already eaten $60 worth of food. I had to walk her to the taxi, and I stayed behind to do the floors and dishes for dinner. You know, if I got paid every time I was unlucky, I'd have $1 million by now. But I'd have lost it because I'm a loser. Just my mom trying to make me feel better. It's not that bad. In kindergarten, you won the running competition. Yeah. Among the girls, they were much older than him. Yeah, by 2 months. Do you understand? I just need to do something about my karma. And one day I got so desperate that I went to a fortune teller to get me to bring my luck back. At first, she asked me to put money in her box, but I had already sat on it, assuming it was a seat. "Why do you sit on the box? Can't you see its chair?" "Sorry, I didn't see it." "Have you come to fix your eyesight?" "Actually, no. I thought you were going to tell me, you're a fortune teller though, aren't you?" She straightened up and then she said she was ready to listen. I complained about my life. She didn't say anything and then she was like, "You're gonna be a loser for another 10 years. And I said, "Wait, then what?" And she said, "You'll get used to it." In short, the fortune teller was a little offensive to me. I wanted to take my money for the session and just go away, but she kicked me out with a broom and on the back, saying that she was withdrawing it from compensation. I walked around the marquee she was working in. I wanted to mess with her so badly, so I kicked the marquee from the back and I hit something hard with my foot. It fell down and I saw a strange shaped stone. It was bright but black in color. It was so obvious that it was just some part of the whole thing. I didn't understand why I wanted it, but it was as if it's saying, "Take me." I slipped it into my pocket as revenge and went for a walk. And then, out of nowhere, I found $10 on the floor, lying just right there. I thought, "Damn, Phil, you're gonna take the money? And then either your trousers will probably rip up and you'll bend over or someone's gonna prank you." So I walked on. But 2 meters later, I saw another $10 and then another and another. Crazy, huh? It was as if money was following me. I took it cautiously though. And suddenly I got a call from my friend Austin suggesting we go to an amusement park for some fun with him and his girlfriend Mina. Do you remember how our last trip to the park ended, right? Dude, come on, bro. Come on. You're just gonna spend the rest of your life running away from your problems? I got stuck on the Ferris wheel for 4 hours at the top, and I had to pee and I was hungry. I had crows chirping all over me, screaming at me to stay alive so they wouldn't eat me. Vultures feed on carrion. Whatever. But you got the whole town in the palm of your hand. Austin, I didn't piss my trousers for a romance like that. But you did. 4 hours. I was there for 4 hours. Come on, let's go. We're close. I'll pick you up. They talked me down and I decided to defy fate after all. Mina wanted to shoot at the shooting range. She made 3 attempts but didn't hit any. Then Austin tried to win the biggest toy for her and missed 2. And then Mina offered me to shoot. Well, okay, just don't be surprised if the bullets fly out of my grip and just on some person or something. I said and shot. Right on target. No way, I said aloud. Bought more bullets and hit. Not a single miss. Then I remembered the magic rock, or now I made it into an amulet. Was it really all it? I tried all sorts of games and won them all. Mina then left with a boot full of toys. Austin asked me what I'd done to myself. "Nothing. I don't know what it is," I replied. At home, I got a proper look at the amulet, decided to Google it, and found out that it was an ancient artifact and it brought good luck. Its power is unlimited. 4 parts of the whole are kept in a secret laboratory of the SCP organization dealing with anomalous objects, and they were looking for the last part. I didn't want to give it away, so I just carried it everywhere with me. I used it to pass all my exams without preparation, pick up girls, win lotteries. I got lucky for the first time in my life. It was around my neck, so it will always be with me. 4 days later at night, I noticed a tingling in my legs, but I didn't pay attention. In the morning I woke up, I washed my face, and when I looked in the mirror, I saw an old man instead of me. It was me like 50 years later. Ah! I yelled to the whole house. My mother came running to me. She saw me half naked with a towel below my stomach and started hitting me on the back with a ladle. Who are you? Where's my son, you pervert? I ran out the window in my mother's clothes and raced towards town barefoot. I ran to Austin's house and climbed over the window. Hey, Grandpa, the nursing home is the other way, he yelled. But I somehow managed to convince him it was me. You peed in bed until you were 17, had a crush on your 30-year-old neighbor, and you also peed on her as she... That's it. Okay, I believe you. I told him everything that happened. Austin looked at the amulet and said that we needed to call the SCP organization. As soon as we said so, the doorbell rang. Pizza delivery, the stranger said. But we didn't order anything, Austin said, and something was injected into his arm. I realized though they were after me and started running. A black car came after me, but thanks to the amulet, I managed to escape. I ran into a shop where no one was around, stole some clothes and kept running. There I saw myself in the mirrors. I had aged another 5 years. What on earth is that? Why don't they let me give it to these people? I asked. It was as if the amulet was controlling me and feeding on me. I couldn't put it away. After 30 minutes, I could no longer run. I noticed gray hair on my arms, a bald head, and half of my teeth had fallen out. I fell down right in the middle of the road, but they found me. Took me to a car and brought me to some kind of laboratory. A man in a medical gown wearing gloves took the amulet off and reconnected it with the rest of the pieces. There was a sudden flash. I was told that its previous owners had died within 5 days of finding it. The amulet had incredible powers, but charges a high price. Your unlived years. They showed me pictures of the bodies of the people who had died as a result of its effects. The pictures were eerie. All old bodies, almost dried out. Their eyes bulging and their jaws visible. They were dying in agony, I was told. I realized that I wasn't ready to sacrifice my life and agreed to leave. But how do I get my youth back, I asked. The SCP informed me that there was only one way. Since the amulet did not get what it wanted in the end, had to sacrifice something or give up some part of my body. Otherwise, the effect cannot be stopped. I did not accept the offer and then felt a sharp pain in my heart area. Your heart is about to burst from a heart attack, or you'll have a stroke and your lungs will be torn apart. You have given away the amulet and it demands a sacrifice. Take your choice, I was told. I was scared, but there was nothing I could do about it. I allowed a finger on my hand to be removed. Will the little finger do? I asked. As soon as I said that, the masked man swung his knife and cut it off from me. Ah! I yelled. And then I was put into sleep. I woke up in my bed at home, my hand bandaged. My mother cried for a long time at the sight of my missing finger. And I said that I had been bitten by a dog and lost my finger. And I don't remember anything else. Anyways, that's the story, guys. You know, if you find any suspicious object, it's better not to pick it up, just in case it might deprive you of your years, maybe, just like it did me. If you liked the video, please leave a like and write a comment. Don't forget to subscribe.